Roger Goodell and Colin Kaepernick. So he will be questioned by lawyers of Colin Kaepernick in this ongoing collusion case. So this will be added to a collection of GM Ozzie Newsome and head coach John Harbaugh and Jerry Jones, of people who have been questioned in this Colin Kaepernick collusion case. Now, the grievance was filed way back in October, so this has been going on, this process, for quite some time. And Kaepernick alleges the league and its owners essentially came together and colluded against him in disallowing him to be a quarterback of the National Football League. Pete Carroll is also expected to be questioned in this process. The Seahawks, just this morning, we heard, re-signed Austin Davis. This after they signed Stephen Morris, an undrafted quarterback out of Miami. Remember the news that Colin Kaepernick was supposed to come to town today to work out with Seattle, and, well, that's not going down because Kaepernick reportedly wasn't very straightforward, or maybe he was too straightforward with kneeling and all of that. It's kind of muddy in terms of the reporting. Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport kind of have two different perspectives here. So we're talking about Colin Kaepernick, who was one throw away from perhaps winning a Super Bowl, and he's still unemployed while Stephen Morris is employed and Austin Davis is still on a football team and has been re-signed by the Seattle Seahawks. So, yeah. Will Colin Kaepernick ever play in the NFL again? Like, this is where we're at. Give me a heart for you hope so. Give me a like for I hope not. Be sure to let me know what you think of this situation in the comments section here as well. Just tracking what I have on my laptop right here. We've got Paul, I thought PEDs was supposed to make you good. Oh, that was a comment with Mark Sanchez. Very sneaky there, Paul. Good comment there. Daniel chiming in about Mark Sanchez as well. Dylan saying Kaepernick ain't very good. I don't know. I mean, Dylan, when Stephen Morris is on an NFL team, like, do we even know what Stephen Morris can do? Like, probably nothing very good. But there you go. Roger Goodell is going to be questioned in this process here. And collusion and proving collusion. I'm no AP law teacher or anything like that, but it's really difficult to prove. You essentially have to have overwhelming evidence to indicate that all 32 NFL owners came in a room and said, we're not letting Colin Kaepernick be a quarterback in the NFL. So that's really hard to do. Kaepernick is going to have to, like, pull a rabbit out of his hat in a sense and show some really overwhelming evidence. Now, with all of that said, you guys know that I think Colin Kaepernick should be in the NFL in one way or another, whether it's as a third stringer, a practice squatter, or a starter. I think he deserves a chance, especially if he can be upfront and say that he has a plan in terms of his social activism and all of that. Now, he has said before that he won't kneel during the national anthem. But now the recent reporting is suggesting that he will kneel during the national anthem. We don't know because we haven't heard straightforward from Colin Kaepernick for some time. Adidas would love to sign him to an endorsement deal if he is with an NFL team. Adidas executive of the North American region, Mark King, said, we would definitely want to sign him. We love athletes that have a platform. Went on to say, if they're an activist in a way that brings attention to something that moves the world forward, even if there's controversy at that moment, we're really interested in those athletes because I think it represents the world today. So Adidas apparently pulling for Colin Kaepernick to be employed by the NFL, and reports are suggesting that he is still being considered by the Seattle Seahawks, but the recent signings of Stephen Morris and Austin Davis tell me they're no longer interested. But regardless, if Cap does find a team out there, Mark King will be ready to sign Colin to a deal. Now, I've been talking about Colin Kaepernick a lot on this show because I think it's a really important discussion from many fronts. From a political front, from an on-the-field standpoint, and the future of the NFL. So what we like to do here on the Cam Rogers Show is, of course, audience interaction. And I want you guys to sit back here as you're cooking breakfast or, you're with the family on vacation, or whatever the case may be. You're a head coach in the National Football League. Would you allow your players to kneel during the national anthem? Let me know